when you were at Georgia for so long, did you have to tell Butch Jones anything about how Florida is, the kind of the evil empire of the SEC East and everybody's always gunning for them, or did he pretty much know walking in to this job?
That's a long question there, but I think he knows. He knew right from the get-go. He knew the importance of the rivalry and the tradition, but he knew it. He knew it.
And then how has kind of the mood been throughout practice, starting Monday with the guys coming off the Oregon loss and then progressing till today?
There's been a sense of urgency. I think that an eagerness to play better. We noted we did not play well, and not to take anything away from Oregon, but we know we can play better and execute better. And that's been the main focus all week.
Have you stressed when Driscoll scrambles out to keep you contained on the defensive backfield? Because a lot of defensive backs want to step up and make a play on the quarterback and scramble, but he might just scramble and get himself.
Yeah, we work on that. We work on it every day. We call that a plaster technique, and no one should be coming out of coverage. That's what, again, we continue to practice that every day, and we got to do a better job of that, because obviously we got paid for that in the last week. We weren't very good with our eyes. We didn't have very good eye discipline, and we got to do a better job this week.
You've been coaching defense for a while. How much more difficult have those guys who can contain in the pocket, and then you got to figure out whether to stay with your guy or go make a play on the running quarterback? How much that dynamic changed?
Well, again, as a secondary player, never comes out of coverage. He should never come out of coverage until he crosses the line of scrimmage. So, anytime you have a mobile quarterback, obviously that's more of a threat to a defense. So, whether it's Driscoll or anybody else playing quarterback, if you're mobile, it puts high stress on the defense. That's never going to change. It's been going on for a long, long time.
Is that one of those things that's maybe not to make excuses for young guys, but more difficult to teach a young guy things like that, because they probably want to go just hit the guy who got the ball in terms of not maybe playing their techniques and things?
But inexperience does hurt, but again, you just got to keep on coaching and help them with their eye discipline, and execute the defense. Do your job. That's what we've been saying all the time since we've been here. If you do your job, if we can say ourselves the last ball game we had, if you just do your job, I think that the outcome would have been a lot different. And that's obviously what we've been working on all week.
In terms of the confidence from the guys coming back from a tough week like that on the back end, I guess it was tough for everyone, but do you like to kind of get after them a little bit, or with some of the young guys, do you have to kind of maybe try to keep them confident?
I don't change the style I coach. We just try and focus on the things that we can correct. What did we do? What could we have done better? You start right there as a coach, and how can the guys pick it up a little bit better? What to improve them, and that's been the main focus. We know that we made some mistakes, a ton of mistakes, and we're not making any excuses for that. We're just going back to work, keep on working on the things that is going to help us be successful and execute on defense. And it all starts with your eyes. That's the hardest thing about defense. You can't have wandering eyes. So you got to put your eyes on your key and do your job, and don't try and do someone else's job. That happened also in the last ball game. It's happened in every ball game where a guy feels like he's trying to do too much and overcompensate for something. So that's been the we've been stressing that all week, and we'll continue to do it each and every week.
In terms of the Florida preparation, how much different is preparing for this Florida style than it was just for years? I got to imagine, for years you were at Georgia, you used to kind of seeing the same kind of Florida offense, a little more spread out, a little more different things. Now it seems a little more wham, I guess, in nature, a little more classic.
Yeah, it's different, but they create a lot of formations, different personnel groupings. They stress a defense from the standpoint of the things that you, as far as leveraging. It all starts with stopping the run. They do a very good job. They're physical. They like to run the football, and that's really the main thing they want to do. And they do a great job of play action with it. So it's a different style. A lot more formations than they have in the past. But they still have another great athlete at the quarterback position. Somebody that can run the football and also throw it. Very similar to what they have in the past. You're welcome.